Hi, my name is David Dragona, and this is my coffee bean marketing strategy done by yours truly by himself. Now, let's get straight to it. Let's begin. Now, our slogan is it's better, it's healthier, it's the new coffee bean. Now, this right here is nice and short, and it's simple, and it's just basic, and it gets straight to the point where it's better than all the other ones and it's healthier. So it's getting straight to the point, and of course it's better. Why wouldn't it be better? It's my coffee bean. Anyways, continue. Now, when we're talking, hi, my name is David Dragona, and this is my coffee bean marketing strategy. Now, I did this by myself, solo. I did all of it, and I will be going through multiple ways showing you why my marketing strategy will be the most income or profit to your company. I will show you why I chose the best ideas throughout this that will help you and your company to get to the top. We're going to start it off with the slogan. It's better, it's healthier, it's the new coffee bean. Now, this is nice and straight to the point. It's simple. It brings out the main idea of what our coffee is and why it's better. It doesn't tell you why it's better, but it tells you that it is better, and which is what everyone should know, that it is better. And I like it because it's nice and simple. Everyone likes to think outside of the box, but sometimes you just got to stay in there, keep it nice and simple, and the people will enjoy it. Now, let's get it to our marketing strategy. Now, our primary target. Now, I thought about this because a lot of people like to drink coffee, but I believe that the best way for you guys to make profit will be to going after athletes. Now, look, athletes are really big. They're role models. They bring love. They're really loved in our society now. And athletes need energy, and our coffee brings energy with no side effects. So I was thinking that we use athletes and sports as a way to sell the coffee. Now, look. Now, when it comes to the gender role, of course, we always have to talk about the gender role and the ethnicity and all that, and age. Now, gender, I went with males as the main focal point because although women's sport, love it to death, they're really well played, they're great athletes, it doesn't have as much popularity. Now, male sports, everybody knows it. Like, you don't even need to watch sports and you know who Michael Jordan is, LeBron James, Tom Brady. You know those people because they're big named and they're what we call boxed office. You know, they're what we call, when they're playing, they're selling tickets. And if they can sell tickets, they can also sell coffee. Now, the second thing I went with for age, this one is, I went from the ages of 11 to 40 because even though I don't think they might be drinking coffee at 11, some kids might, since it doesn't have much side effects. And at that age is when you start to begin AAU, when you start to perform at a high level, you know, where there's people that are coming out to, you can start your Instagram. That's where the athletes start to build their reputation, is at a young age of like 11 or 10 years old. So that's where I thought we should start. And it should go up to the age of 40 because a lot of players, not many players can play up to 40, but there's those that can play up to 40 and they still need their energy. So I thought it could just leave into there, but we're mainly going to be focusing on from the ages about 15 to the age 30 because that is when you're in your prime. And second, ethnicity. Now, African Americans they dominate most of the leagues in here, besides like NHL and all that, and I don't think MLB, but they do dominate the NBA and the NFL. And there are a lot of big name African Americans, so we can't focus on them. But also with sports, it's diverse, and there's Hispanics, and there's whites, and there's Asians, there's all around the world, and it's also it's getting to where there's more leagues, like the NBA starting to travel out, basketball starting to travel out around the world, soccer's around the world. So we could go around the world with this, and there's different ethnicities that we can work with. Now, family, at first it used to be what we call sports was a way for poor people to make it out because you don't need education or money to make it there. You just need skill and hard work. But nowadays, it's getting more to the point where, like, okay, it's becoming a real popularity. So now everyone's doing it, even the people with money. And if you have money, it's even easier because now you can pay for trainers to come and help you with your game and make you better. So now it's all type of people. So that also goes in with income. So not even it used to be poor people. They used to take it like how LeBron James, he had nothing. He had to make it out. and that's why he didn't go to college. He went straight to the NBA because he needed the money. So it used to be poor people, but now you're seeing people like his son, Bronny James. He's coming out, and he already has his money, but he's already one of the top prospects out there because of who he is. So those right there are our primary target. How we're gonna focus on the audience, which audience we're gonna look at. That's how we're gonna go forward with that. Now, for the design of the coffee, I wanted it to go in a way that no one's ever done it. Because I am focusing on athletes, I decided that let's make the packaging about sports. So what I did was we cut it in half. You have half of a basketball, half of football, or half a soccer ball, half of a baseball. You mix it up, right? Of course, to your desire. Of course, it's whatever the customer enjoys most. You can get it all basketball if you don't like basketball. You can get it all football if you don't like football. But that is a way I think that it would bring out something new for the people, because no one likes to see that basic thing that everybody watches all the time. Nobody likes that. They need something new. And right here, here's a slide for it. The type of coffee we're gonna have is, I wanted to go into the role of regular coffee, just the regular nice drink, because everybody likes a nice drink here and there. And this is something I could wake up to. I was gonna go with also iced coffees, regular coffees, maybe even the mochas and all that. But what I wanted to do, I decided iced coffees because there's a great place you can great opportunity for that, because iced coffee is really popular. You can put nice flavoring into it, and regular coffee you can just put your nice sugar if you want. But also we're gonna have different flavors like caramel and vanilla and chocolate and hazelnut, just to spread the variety of the flavors for the customers to enjoy. Now, for the distribution, of course, we want to have it where you can make your own coffee. That's what the package is for, right? So I want the customers to be able to get the coffee, make it at their own time, of course. So what I want to is we're going to have it at the big stores, as in Walmart, Fred Meyer, and those big stores, so people can have that easy convenience to go into the store, grab it real quick, a nice local store. But also, we're going to have it whereas you can have an online subscription, so we can where it's monthly, so you get the right amount. Like, you can pick if you need 2 per month. Like, if you drink a lot of coffee, you need like 3 or 4 or 5, then you go ahead and get as many as you want per month, and it'll come, of course, with like a nice young deal to help it out. That can be worked out later, but what we will be doing is giving a monthly so that they can have it to when it's convenient to them. They don't have to keep clicking order over and over again, and that'll be one of the options for the customers. Now, the second place I wanted to was like fast food and coffee shops, like McDonald's. McDonald's has a really popular iced coffee, and that's where I got the idea. So we can instead of them using the coffee they're using now, they can switch to ours, and that's killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Each of us are making money off of the coffee. And so bringing it to a place like McDonald's will bring a lot of profit, because it's really a really popular place. And another place is like Starbucks. Of course, everyone knows Starbucks. Don't even need to go into explanation. But a place like that's a little smaller, but it's becoming more known, like Dutch Bros or Big Fajava. They're coffee shops. You just give them their coffee, let them use your coffee, help it out. They can help promote it. And the last one I wanted to talk about was Nike. Now, look, of course, Nike is apparel, like it's Nike apparel, shoes, all that. It's for sports. But they haven't gotten into the different place. Like, Gatorade is the main the main reason everyone likes sports drinks. Like, that's the number 1 sports drink. So if coffee can become a regular like Gatorade, Nike can come in and take that and help it expand to a different level. Now, for the print ad, I wanted to go with magazines, because magazines are simple and everyone likes them because they're you don't have to read much. The younger guys will do it. Like, athletes aren't going to go and read a newspaper because that's just not them. But some of them will, of course, to tell you race. But most of them are quick to it. So they're like things like magazines, where athletes have been really known. Like in the NBA, they use Slam Magazine or GQ, and they go out there, and all sports use these, and they go and they show out, and they're just posing in their jerseys. So I decided to go on and go with this, and this is it's a GQ magazine of LeBron James holding the coffee, of course, and telling a little bit about it over there, here and there. And so, yeah, I did my best drawing LeBron James. It was a little hard, no lie. But besides that, yeah, we can use these magazines to help promote, because people like LeBron James are role models, and he will help bring sales because people look up to him as just a person and a human being. So this is a really good way for us to expand and gain more audience. Now, my TV ad was, of course, still sports related. It was athletes. And it was Russell Wilson, because Russell Wilson's a really big one. I'm a Seattle fan, so I picked him, of course. So I picked Russell Wilson because he can show, like, oh, this coffee works for me during an ad, because you can kind of show off him working out, you know, showing, oh, this is helping me gain my energy, right? And I want to give these type of ads out to sports programs, like during NBA games, during timeouts, during baseball games, during football games, during Sports Center, of course, all these. And I wanted to run every other episode or game, because I don't want the fans to get tired of us. You know, because if you keep seeing the same thing repetitively, you're going to be like, all right, this is annoying, just like how songs get overplayed. So I think that we should use it in the same way, and don't use put them out too much, but put them out enough for it to get popular. Now, social media, this is really big. Now, social media can help in many ways, because if we can get the athletes to not even just be on the cover of the magazines or in the ads, if we can get them to repost our post, that can change the entire game, because they have so many followers that they can gain us so much more, that it would be mind-blowing. And the social ad I picked was right here, was Peanut just asking you a question, because you know how most people are just like, do you want to do this, do you want to do that? Do you want to be of course, like a better athlete, the best you can be, you know? Of course, trying to just influence them, trying to get into their head, and try to get them to be like, oh, okay, let me see what it's about. And then so when they use the coffee, when they click on the ad, of course, they'll see the coffee, see how it performs and all that. So I thought this would be really well used on platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, because those are really big. And in Instagram, not only will this be on there, but also the magazine, because magazine covers make it onto Instagram many times, same as Facebook, because they get reposted just off of the internet. So I really believe that this social media will really help us. Putting them on these platforms will help us expand, because when you look at what social media has taken over the world, so if we need a really focal point on social media as probably the #1 agenda. Thank you. All right, and that's all for the presentation today. Thank you for tuning in. All I gotta say is I had the best strategy, and that's all.